And thank you. As we know, this is one of those times in our church life that I think is hard to understand. We as a community, we see church as a whole, but then we have our individual visions of what church does for us personally, what church does for this community, sitting here and online, and what does the church do for the community outside here. And we all have a different vision. Some are similar, some are different. But at the same time, we still come here and we still worship together. I love the story about the fig tree because I think you see yourself in every piece of this story. Wherever you're at in life, you've seen yourself as the farmer, having that impatience. You've seen yourself as the gardener who said, no. Give it a chance, give it a chance. And I know we have felt like the fig tree at some point in time in our lives where we didn't feel like we were doing enough. Maybe we've been told we're not doing enough. Maybe our self-worth just like was only valued by everybody else around us. And I love how Jesus is like, I'm going to tell you a story. Because, that's simple to take an answer out of. Because like so many things in our lives, it's just instant gratification. And you get this story and you're like, okay, so who am I right now? This church is also that other piece that we're thinking of. Who am I in this church? Am I the farmer who is just so impatient and I just want something to happen now? I want it to change. I want to walk in these doors next week and it's just different. Are we the gardeners who said, let's figure that piece out. What is it that we need to do? How do we till this ground around it and fertilize it and see what can grow, where it's going to produce? Or are we the fig tree? Are we in that moment? But instead of on the other side, that side of saying I'm not worthy, maybe we're sitting there saying, pay attention to me because I will produce. I need the love. I need the care. I need the time. We have a year ahead of us that is so pivotal. This year ahead of us, we have a chance to do anything we want. We can stand tall and we can say, we are the disciples and we are here to grow disciples. We are here to rise up everybody, strengthen their faith, listen to God's plan, follow Jesus' actions, and be a part of this community in ways they haven't seen us do before. We're asking God to give us all these blessings. Let's work for them. Let's show ourselves that we are worthy. Let's be that fig tree and saying, pay attention to me. Let me do what I was meant to do. I personally, this is personal, Lindsey. I look out at every single one of you. I've had conversations with every single one of you. They may have been short. I may have heard a life story. But I know every single one of you have a love for this church. Let's stand up and let's say, we're going to pick up the cross, we're going to march forward, and we're going to be the best we can be, because that is what God has asked us to do every single week. Use our gifts, use our passions. And God is like, I tell you this story every week. Jesus loves telling stories. And every single one of those stories tells us about how we're just so loved and we're beloved. And where do we find joy? What do we do to fill ourselves to the brim? So filling out that survey today might have felt a little grim. But see the other side of that coin. See the other side of that coin that says, you know what? We can do it. We can. And I believe in every single one of you to be a part of that. Amen.